Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, I have here before you is a Anderson TRB 2000. Now, I picked this up at an auction sale. Right, Sean? And both of those batteries are dead. Okay. And I got no charger here for that. Might as well just bring the charger. Anyway, we had to order some parts for it, and the parts that I did order here were some rollers. I put brand new rollers here on this. What it does is it runs in this track and then it pushes the bale back, comes back, load two more on. So before I used it, I ordered those parts and got those put on, which is really not that hard. You just take this the bale push bar off, then you just take the cylinder off underneath, pull it out, and then you can take that slide out and do whatever you want with it. So we put that on and then we tried it, and we had to adjust this, try and get the right width for the bales. But we were having a problem with the bale hitting the push bar. So upon further inspection, this is a 2000 model. So what it has is a hydraulic cylinder inside, and when you get the two bales on, you put the top one on. So this has a top row too. So there was way too much play. That tube slides on over top. And there was way too much play, and the bale would get on and just go down like this, and then it would want to hit the bale over there. So we took it apart because it was leaking oil like crazy out of the cylinder, and all it was an O-ring. And saw that we had a lot of damage inside. So there's these shim plates that go on here in between, you can see. And then the plastic Teflon sliding plate. Well, the top one was broken in half, really scrunched up, and these were the shim plates that were on top. So we are replacing that, and then on the inside you have four plastic Teflon plates too, and the top one had nothing, just those shim plates right there, which are bent. There was no plastic, and I did find the plastic though. No, it wasn't even there. Yeah, that one was missing. And what else? That was it, I think. No, the side ones were buggered too. So anyway, I got that all replaced. Now I'm kind of looking at this tube, and it's kind of bowed. I think my screen is dirty here. 1 second. There, that's better. Sorry for that. Anyway, yeah, this kind of looks bowed out. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I don't think so, because it looks like it's just right here, and then it goes back normal after that. Looks like it's just bowed right here. I kind of don't like this design. I think it's a stupid design. It should have these plastic Teflon plates all the way, one big piece. Why just have two here and two on that end, and then these guys take all the wear, and then you have the play inside. I was looking at the parts list, which I have right here, and I came across an older model, and it had the wear plates that go right across the whole thing, and then you don't need any in this one, which is, to me, it's way better that way. Actually, I say it should have a heavier arm right there. That should be thicker steel, and it should just slide on this one, kind of like an extendo-hoe, and you just grease the hell out of it. Now I bet you like a bunch of hay would stick to it and everything, but it would I think it would still be better. I'm thinking that's the reason they put that, because it would just be all jammed up with hay, but I don't know. So that's what we're working on. So those threads got buggered, kinda. I tapped them out. I got some new bolts to put in and some new plates. Got some plates made up actually. So yeah. The other thing we had to do is we had to pull these extensions out all the way, because they were in all the way. I don't know who loads small bales than normal bales. Like, everybody seems to have normal bales. Some people have smaller ones, but the majority, to me, have the big bales. Like, anyway, and then if you want to go in transport mode, you just pull these pins out and flip them over. Another thing I don't like is this one has all solenoids under there and switches, so you run it off a joystick. And the one we rented last year had a control selection box, and you used all your hydraulics, but then if you needed to switch to like unloading whatever, you just flick the switch on that box and then it'll switch to a different hydraulic function on the same remote. I kind of like that better, because then you can just use your remotes on the tractor. I mean, the joystick is okay, but there's a sticky button on there, or a bad switch. I haven't figured that one out yet, but other than that, we got one bale on it so far. But me and Sean are getting the parts ready to go, and we'll have this back on. I'm just kind of worried about lining that pin up inside there. That one was easy. That one might be a little harder. We'll soon find out. Right, Sean? That's what he said under his breath. Right. Right, Suki? Well, you give me the silent treatment too? Alright, we're gonna keep going at this. Okay, so got the tube back on. Got it bolted in, except for this one. I tightened it too tight, and that was an old threaded piece in there, and it broke. But got all the plastic pieces in there, and she's pretty tight right now, because the last one was really hard. Like, you put the end one on, which is right about there, where that pin is, just about back. So you put these plastic pieces there, and then you put this tube on, and then shove these ones in here. Like I say, to me it's a dumb setup, but that's the way it is. But it is a lot stiffer now. Before there was so much play, it was all buggered. So that's done. Practically rebuilt. Hopefully it stays that way. Now I just welded the crack there in my arms, and Sean's going to put this down, and we're going to mount it back on and see if there's a difference. So we'll be right back after these messages. It does tend to get stuck there for some reason. Put her down a bit more, I don't want to lift. Oh, okay, that's good. Good, good. Leave it there. Okay, so I guess we're ready to roll. bale grabber, whatever you call it, back on. So out at the field here, Sean's got a couple bales on already. I still see that thing has a slight twist to it. And it's making it hard to get the bales on. But I do also see that it's not pushing them back far enough. He's pushing them back right now. I think it should push them back farther, and you can adjust that. A little plate there, which is a stopper plate. And I think he should be pushing them back a little more. He didn't try any top bales though, because he hasn't done that. He's not, he said he's not experienced enough, but he'll try it later maybe. And he said he's not experienced enough to just grab the bales anyway. Like you can even just go straight down and it'll turn them, but he likes to get them the way they're sitting. Which, the way I kind of look at it, you kind of make, you trample more field if you have second cut that's a little high, but that thing is still twisted though. And it does get stuck. I think there's a bad solenoid. Yeah, it stops there for some reason. It was working good before, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. Holy man, the mosquitoes are crazy. Sometimes it just goes up. And it has sensors that the arm has to be in a certain position. Strange. See how it leans forward? You can see how it has a twist in it right now, see? I could modify it so it would be straight. I need some longer bolts. I was just thinking of a way I could do it. But that arm is a crap design, I think. But I'm sorry, Anderson. I like your RBM mover, not your TRB so far. But we'll see if we can work the kinks out. Huh. Seems like it's this solenoid here and this valve block that's working that. And I got a loose hose there. I'm gonna have to tighten that one. I thought it'd get better when the oil gets hot, but it doesn't seem to. Yeah, it just gets stuck in that one position there. Well, looks like we got a few more bugs to work out. I don't know what he did there. What's that, Sean? Yeah. You said you had to switch to hydraulics?
Switch it back.
Oh, weird. Weird. Yeah.
This thing
not or something. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, yeah. I think you can put one more row on yet. I'll go see. You're just on the fork now. That's 5. Yeah, so you can put 3 more. Hey, hey! Come you didn't put any on top? You know, I could fix that. I could fix that arm because it tilts too much. It would take a half a day. I would just build something so the fork is higher up, like a wedge or something. I gotta tighten that hose too. I gotta get a wrench. Well, I'll wait till he goes. It almost looked like it was going to rain, but oh man, is it ever humid. This second cut's doing not too bad for being one of the last fields cut. Just 2 weeks ago. It'd be nice if that thing would work pretty good and chunk to get all the hay stacked, and then we could start combining, which is like right around the corner. I gotta spray my peas. And then we could finish combining, and then we could just start hauling from the piles. And it sure is handy to haul from the piles, because oh yeah, that's a blue smoking truck. Because you don't need one person can do it. You just leave the tractor right at the stack. It's handy. See, this is a TRB model, and the RBM model is what we rented last year. It was RBM 1400, which means the 1400 you can only put one single row like we're doing right now. If you get the 2000, you could put the second row on top. What I like about the RBM models is the pusher, when you unload, which I'll show you right away, when he unloads, the pusher will push the whole stack down right till the last bale's off, and it keeps them nice and tight. This one doesn't do that. You just lift it up and lift it up as high as you can and unload and just drive away slow. What I don't like about that is the bales start to come apart, and when you have the top bales on, they'll want either the first one or the last one on top will fall down, so you have to have a loader to pick it up, which we do, but I can't stand it here anymore. There's mosquitoes. Well, he's going to unload. And this is where he unloaded them last year, and you can tell it kind of kills the hay where you put them, so I want him to unload them in the same spot. Up, Sean, all the way. Higher, higher. See, he was using the pusher and it got the two bales at the back nice and tight. That's what the other model does. Pushes them right off, gets them nice and tight. Well, I have to close my window because the mosquitoes are going insane. Well, it could even be that switch that's on that arm, because there's a rocker switch with the little wheel on it. Even if that goes bad, doesn't send the right current to put it, because that arm has to be in a certain position and to be able to use the bale pusher and all that. It's all electronic, eh? Yeah, it just seems like there's too much strain on those little plastic blocks there. No, he's going to take that off. You can adjust that there. That's the pusher stop. It says in the instructions there, Sean, you're supposed to lift it as high as you can. High as you can, and then go.
Pretty much pushes the tractor head over that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's why I like that other kind, and you weren't even using it. When he was using the RBM model last year, he wasn't even using the pusher. He was just, which you can on that one. You could push them right off all the way to the end.
The way it looks like that, I think with the top bales on there, it'd still be fine.
Yeah? You gonna try top bales? We'll see. Except I just don't like that arm. It's just
It goes like that, but it's still.
it's too weak. Yeah, it's just dumb. I don't know.
Weird. The other one was smaller.
Yeah. Well, the other one didn't have the extension.
Oh, but the whole arm was smaller.
Well, because it's probably solid. It's probably solid. That's why. All right. Well, I'm gonna go because the mosquitoes are absolutely insane. So we'll see. Come back later and see how it fared out. I gotta get a wrench too. All right. Leave your comments down below and click like. That always helps.